about again, the objective is to achieve moral recovery and peaceful leadership for our country and for our organizations. So this is also the reason why we are inviting you for the org dialogues or the online recovery goals dialogue, where we dissect several SDGs from 1 to 17 and then put it into perspective into 4 dialogues. And the one I'm talking about will focus on moral governance and peaceful leadership. So we're using and making number Goal 9, Goal 10, Goal 16, and Goal 17 of SDGs as guidelines to achieve that. Okay, Goal 9, I'll read it again, is the reduce in Goal 9 is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Goal 10 is reduce inequality. Goal 16 is peace and justice, strong institutions. And then Goal 17 is partnership to achieve the goal. This will serve as the background for the moral governance and peaceful leadership, online recovery, and goals dialogue. So for any questions, you can just ask me, message me so that we can discuss further on how we can work dependably together as partners for the org dialogues. So now our focus for this video is the number 16. So to talk about the number 17, you just have to see the previous video of this event, of this FCAT SDG series talks. Okay, so number 16, as I said, is one of the solutions to end terrorism, because the objective is to promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. All right. So, what are the details? Number 1, significantly reduce all forms of violence and related death rates everywhere. Number 2, end abuse, exploitation, trafficking, and all forms of violence and against and torture of children. Number 3, promote the rule of law at the national and international levels and ensure equal access to justice for all. Number 4, by 2030, significantly reduce illicit financial and arms flows, strengthen the recovery and return of stolen assets, and combat all forms of organized crime. Number 5, substantially reduce corruption and bribery in all their forms. Number 6, develop effective, accountable, and transparent institutions at all levels. Number 7, ensure responsive, inclusive, participatory, and representative decision making at all levels. Number 8, broaden and strengthen the participation of developing countries in the institutions of global governance. Number 9, by 2030, provide legal identity for all, including birth registration. Number 10, ensure public access to information and protect fundamental freedoms in accordance with national legislation and international agreements. Okay, under number 10, we have letter A, strengthen relevant national institutions, including through international cooperation for building capacity at all levels, in particular in developing countries, to prevent violence and combat terrorism and crime. And then letter B is to, under also that number 10 is to promote and enforce non-discriminatory laws and policies for sustainable development. So I read the guidelines as is, and then you can elaborate further, discuss, dissect, and then also give your own feedback, actions, and reactions on how we can achieve moral governance and peaceful leadership by using the guidelines of the Sustainable Development Goals. Do you find the guidelines, especially number 16, useful? Number 16 is peace, justice, and strong institutions. Do you find this useful for in achieving that peaceful leadership and moral governance? And also to throw in the other question, do you see this SDGs as a solution to end terrorism in your sector? Okay, and then the dialogues that we are encouraging you to participate is a multi-sectoral dialogue, because we need the cooperation and the discussion of matters that concerns everybody, not just one sector. So we are not just talking about those who are victims of violence, or those, of course, these are the crucial participants of this number 16. But we also wanted to everybody to participate in all sectors, even the business, even the economic sector, even those who are in the sectors that they don't see themselves as direct beneficiary of this, because we can actually see the correlation, the interconnection of this number 16 to the sectors that we are handling, and why is it necessary, why is it that we need to end violence in all forms, especially children, and if I may say women also, the violence. But of course that is another SDG that we will talk about. So you can give your reactions. You can also I'm also encouraging you to participate because of the pandemic, and also because of the side effect of this pandemic. We would like to know what is happening on the ground, and that if this SDG, especially number 16, and is attainable at this time, and what are the hindrances and what are the challenges that we are facing uh, previously, and then add on because of the pandemic, what is going on, and are we doing measures to combat it, or are we doing anything, what are those things that we are trying to achieve? Are there plans, or are there anything that we are currently doing on the ground in order to achieve this peace, justice, and strong institution? So I'll get back to you for another video to discuss the other SDGs, number 9, and then another video for number 10, as part of our way to help us in achieving moral governance and peaceful leadership. So see you in a few minutes.